Hey folks, welcome back in. We're back on Amberstone for Farm Sim 23. Farming Simulator 23, we're on our preview for Amberstone right now. We've been following around our playthrough. You guys know we've been grinding away in Farming Simulator 23, trying to get this farm up and running. Well, and we're having some success, kinda, sorta, maybe. Okay, it may not look like much. I mean, I don't have much equipment right now, but I have bought some things. I've made quite a bit of money in some aspects. And others not so much, but I'll tell you a little bit about that because we're going to be talking about how you can make some money in Farming Simulator 23 today and give you some ideas on best way to progress through this.
More money, more problems.
Now, of course, we did have to sell off a bunch of equipment. We were left with only the 4755 is the only tractor we currently have. Yeah, that's it. We do have the direct drill, of course. We do have the Pottinger. We've got a herbicide sprayer. We've got a fertilizer spreader. Of course, we do have a baler and a trailer as well, which we're not really using at all, so I could sell that stuff off and make probably about 100,000 bucks back. But I really haven't been worried about that, guys. Really what I focus on is just different ways to make money. Now, the chickens, they were an interesting experiment. I'm not going to say it's really worked out as well as I hope. Actually, guys, they're kind of hungry right now. Let's talk about this while I feed them. Speaking of things that haven't really worked out, well, the forklift, of course, I mean, don't get me wrong, it works fine. I've actually found some new ways of using it, but here, let's show you how the forklift works in case you want to see more about that. Of course, it works nice and easy. You can just snap things right onto it. And we've kind of showed this off before. And then we just been dropping stuff off into our main barn. And you know what? It's been working perfectly fine. It's just the fact that, I mean, I didn't need it, really. That trailer right there, that green trailer, that is an auto-load trailer. You just drive up beside your pallets, and it will automatically slap them on there. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the forklift, or the telehandlers for that matter, for, well, most jobs. Except, well, there's one thing that's kind of interesting about this, and that is, well, the forklift's got a rear pin hitch connection point, so it will take some trailers. I mean, as long as the pin hitch, it'll take that. So we can hook up to our trailer like this, put a little bit of wheat in it. That should be enough to feed those chickens, and it's even got enough power to pull this trailer over to the trough so we could feed them. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's not the best system, but hey, it works pretty good for what it is, and really inexpensive to run. I mean, the power, you can fill this up over at the BGA, which is just down the street, for next to nothing. Guys, like, not a bad little system. We've been using this actually more than you'd think. I'll talk more about that a little later on, but for now, we need to get into these fields. I just see the canola starting to come up. We got to talk about all that too. So we still do currently have our 3 base farms, or farmlands, I should say. There's 1, 2, and 3. I've also bought a larger one, which is, well, right straight ahead of us, basically, across the road there. That one's ours as well, and that's actually probably about the size of, well, all 3 of these combined almost. So we've kind of doubled up. Now, interestingly enough, let's just take a look at our field here. We get a little popper that pops up on the right side there. Right now, we're maxing out these fields, guys. We're getting 100% fertilization. We've got a 100% yield bonus, basically because we have obviously fertilized. We're also spraying the herbicide on this. And on top of that, guys, I've gone ahead and we bought a plow to plow these up. Now, there is periodic plowing of sorts. I've had to do it once so far, but that's it. Haven't had to do it since then. So we did it once, and now we're getting that 200%, I guess, crop yield thanks to all that. So yeah, you gotta fertilize still, you got a herbicide, and then if you periodically plow, you're gonna be, well, getting a pretty good yield off this stuff. So that there definitely has helped us out with taking care of those crops and getting the absolute maximum we can. And you know what, we have used it for pretty good measures now. The field that we purchased, guys, that was almost $200,000 that cost us to buy that field. So definitely a few bucks spent buying fields. So we've increased our field size. On top of that, I've purchased something else fairly recently, and there's a reason why I'm focusing still on canola, guys. Canola is like my go-to. Don't you dare hit me. Don't you. Hang on, wait, I'm gonna go right away. Yeah, canola is still my go-to, and it's kind of a twofer. It's the easiest crop I find that pays the best right out of the chute with the equipment we've got. I mean, we don't have to bale. It's just a fairly straightforward crop. It seems to pay the best by comparison to everything else out there. So yeah, that's worked out pretty well with that. But also, I've gone ahead and purchased an oil mill here out in Amberstone, which is, well, basically above the harvester there, one of those buildings, those gray buildings. That's the oil mill. And from there we bring our canola, and it brings it into canola oil, which is kind of cool. It's one of the new productions, which is one of the new things that's being brought into Farming Simulator 23. If you've played previous Farm Sim mobile games, well, this one here, this allows you to have productions similar to its big brother, Farm Sim 22. Now, of course, if you're familiar with any of the recent Farming Simulator games, you know the productions are in there. If not, well, let me just tell you quickly about it, what it's going to allow you to do. Bring our products there, You could change it into a different product, which is typically worth a substantial amount more than what the bare bones product is. Now, for example, the canola, when we sell it off at the high season, it's around $2,000 per 1,000 farm units of canola we sell. Now, if we bring the canola over to the oil mill and turn that into canola oil, well, that's going to sell for roughly double that at about $4,000 per 1,000 farming units. So it definitely makes sense to do that. There's actually a little bit more math that goes into that we're gonna have to talk about, but anyways, I digress. Typically what we're making, at least with the canola oil, is about double from what we would make with just straight canola. Just know that. So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. All right, we're gonna let Gertie run this field for a little bit here. We're gonna follow right behind her. Just check, the field does not need to be plowed yet for the bonus, so we're just gonna get back into it and bring the planter, the seeder, back out and plant canola right behind her once again with a 4755. Yeah, we're just staying right on top of this for now, guys. It's got to be it's just cycling the canola, really, is what it comes down to. We're pushing as much as we can out. We're getting to a point right now where things are about to get really good for us. Now, I did promise I'd talk to you a little bit more about the chickens. And guys, I'm going to make this brief. The chickens, they are an easy supplement to your income, but man, you're not going to make much money off them, unfortunately. You're only able to put 30 in this little chicken pen right here. So the amount you can actually pull off for eggs is not a lot, and even selling them off is just not worth that much money. So unfortunately, don't expect to make fat stacks with this. I do want to move across the street into the cattle operation at some point, to be honest with you, but I feel like we need to get our feet firmly on the ground here with some other equipment. I mean, the one tractor solution we currently have running right now for this farm is just not going to cut it. Anyways, we're going to follow behind. I may even hire a worker to run the planter or the seeder here right behind Gertie as well. And we'll see if we can we'll take care of running the canola over to the oil mill. Yeah, that'll be fun. And since we only have one tractor, guys, like I said, that 4755 is the only tractor we have. And I was telling you, we got more use out of this little forklift. Yep, this is how we do this. I wouldn't say it's the most efficient way, but hey, if it's not stupid if it works, right?
That's dumb.
It's not dumb.
Yeah, I've been doing this way too much. I mean, look how filthy this thing is. You guys have no idea. It's been used way more than I'm willing to admit, but hey, once again, if it works, it works. So this is not a recommended system, but like I said, this is the cheapest probably tractor that you can get. And I mean, it's nice that oh no, you can keep going. It does have other uses, kind of, but oh boy, the struggle is real though. The one problem I have found with the forklift, and you're gonna find this with anything that has like a rear steer on in farming sim, I find the workers don't quite like to behave with it, so there is some minor issues there. Just be aware of that. But did you ever think you could run a grain bin with a forklift? Well, now you can.
I don't even know you, but I'm going to tell you that's dumb.
All right, we're full. Let's go take this over to our oil mill and see how we're doing there. Man, I love this thing. Now this old oil mill actually has got to be getting pretty darn full, I think. We might have to do something about that. Maybe at the end of the day, we'll take a look. Let's pull on up and we'll go for a little walk around here. You can see, well, look at all the pallets we have out front. That's all our canola oil ready to be sold off. But the problem is it's not the best price until later on this year. All right, we'll let that sell. Or drop, I should say. And let's go take a look at inside the mill and see how we're looking. Oh boy, yes. You can see we've got almost full, guys. We need to move some canola oil out of here because the storage is almost up. I still have 92,000 farming units to be processed here. So that's quite a bit, actually. Like I said, regular price for canola is around $2,000 per 1,000. So really, realistically, I could have $200,000 in my account right now. I have to wait for this. Now, this is the problem with the productions. Like I said, this is great. We're going to make lots of money off this. It takes time. The cycles per month's at 4,800 cycles per month. You're going to get charged $60 per production cost per month on that, I guess, as well. We're using 2 canola per every sunflower we get, or sunflower oil, I should say, we get out of this sunflower. You know what I mean? Canola oil. We're talking canola today. But so we're losing a little bit of the yield, but the price will equal out to being double, roughly. The time, it takes too much time, guys. We make way more canola than we can process. So realistically, I'm going to fill up the storage for canola, and I'm going to start selling the rest of it off because it just can't process it fast enough throughout the year. Now, part of the reason for that, of course, is that we are getting multiple harvests off our crops per year. Like we're talking probably at least three harvests every single year right now. So you do the math on that, and of course that ends up being quite a bit of canola we could pull off in a year, and those productions just don't keep up. And for those who have played Farming Simulator 22, that tends not to be as much of a problem, especially once we're at the stage we're at right now. You usually can pump through it a little bit quicker. Right now in Farm Sim 23, yeah, we've run out of time, really, is what it comes down to. So we have way more canola we're making compared to what the production can handle. All right, so the harvest is going to continue behind us, and the replant actually is happening at the same time. We're going to go and I'm going to move some of this canola out just to make sure we have enough space. What I don't want to have happen is that storage fill up, and all of a sudden the canola factory, the canola oil mill, no longer starts making it and just sits there idling. I don't want that. I need to make sure this is always running. It's got to be always running. Let's see here. Can we just go like this? Start popping these in. And there we go. See, like I said, you don't technically need the forklift for really anything. You can really just auto-load this trailer. It's nice to have the feature, but it's not needed. So just in case you were wondering, yeah, it's a nice to have. It's not a need to have at all. Spin this thing back around, make sure we're fully unloaded. Got some more coming out. Perfect. Love it. Get back in there. How many can I take? Can I fit more? Oh, I got lots of room. I got lots of room on this thing. Sweet. And from here, we'll just store them in the barn until the prices raise up later on this year. At least that's the plan. Hopefully they keep going up because they're not quite worthwhile been doing yet. Almost have it all. Let's see if I can back this up. Oh boy. Not exactly the easiest thing to maneuver, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'll put this away and we gotta go take care of the rest of our harvest. All right, on to our newest field, the biggest field we currently own, just across the road here, just in behind this old farmhouse. We got our new field and it's full of canola. It's ready to come off. Yeah, this one's it's got a little bit of size to it, guys. This is gonna take us a little bit. We'll get across this. I've got to almost unload this. We'll get a couple passes. I've got the forklift with our wagon on the far side there. You can see it just in the trees. We'll unload into that and then over to the oil mill with some more canola. All right, well, little forklift that could. Harvest is done. Just got to finish planting off last little segment there you can see down the middle. We'll let her take care of that. I'm going to start pushing stuff back to the farm, but that's going to do it for us in this one. Let's see if we can, what kind of money we're going to make here. We got to wait a couple months before, well, the money kind of kicks in, guys. The income for the oil is usually around November, I believe, is going to be the best time to sell off the oil. We'll see what kind of money we made. Fingers crossed. It's going to be looking good. I think we're going to be looking pretty good, to be honest with you. So hang tight, and I'll see you guys once we're ready to sell everything off. Oh, this is such a slow go. This is so slow. All right, time to make a little bit of cash. How are our chickens looking? Still got some food? Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Not even a full pallet yet. Not even a full pallet. Let's unload the barn, and let's see what kind of money we're going to make here, guys. It's been a pretty good year. I think we're going to do decently. I mean, let's find out how much we can sell off right now. I love how you can just make these pop in. Is there anything else? Just making sure there's nothing else in here. If we go back in, we got our straw, and we got some eggs. That's it. Okay, cool. All right, let's load this onto the trailer, shall we? And in case you were wondering, 12 pallets, that is a full load on this trailer. So we got our 12 pallets. Let's go sell this off. Maybe the supermarket might be the best price. Let's double check. Nope, it's the farmer's market. So we got a bit of a trek ahead of us. Not too far, just, well, around this mountain, basically. That's where we're going. Easy does it, right up and past the old farmer's market here. Not the grocery store, the farmer's market this time. I'm gonna pull in. I'm not, oh, dude, you stopped right in my path. I just totally stopped right there. All right, yeah, we're going in. Don't worry. Let's just sell all this off. Look at the storm clouds rolling in right now. I think I'm not harvesting. That's one other thing you should mention. Don't harvest in the rain. That's not good for you. Yeah, let's sell those off. What do we get? 70 grand for that. Sweet. No, that's not bad, actually. 70 grand for that trailer. I still got some more oil left over at the mill. Let's head that way and sell that off while we're here. Oh yeah, just pulling in. I saw a bunch of pallets there, so we've got a few pallets at least. Let's see how many I can load up on here. This is good, actually. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. All right, I didn't think we were gonna have much here, but man, we got at least 4 pallets. Do we got anything else left in the storage there? Let me go double check. Yeah, two more. Grab those. Perfect. So we got 6 more pallets. Guys, that's not bad. So that, I mean, in 30, we got 70, so it should be another 35K, but we'll see. Let's go sell it off as well. All right, and our final income for now at least Is it 35? Yeah, 35 right on the button. That ain't bad, guys. 126,000 bucks. So I got enough money to, well, not do much right now yet. I think like every harvest now, I'm pretty much guaranteed to make that, at least from the oil mill. I can make that 120 some thousand bucks from the oil mill now once a year. Now, very quickly, like I said, the oil mill will not be able to keep up with how much canola I'm making. So I'll just be able to sell off the canola afterwards and get that extra profit as well. So I think this is a good way to get some profit going here early on. Well, not early on, but it's just a overall strategy. I mean, from here, we do need to test the BGA out. I want to get some cattle going. We'll see maybe what ways that are better for making money, guys. But so far, not bad. The canola and then going to oil, I think that's a decent route. Just be prepared that you got some grinding to do it. Let's go with that. Anyways, thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe for all your farm sim content. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully we'll do some streams with FS23. We'll get some FS23 preview streams going on around here, all right? Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys next time. This is Klutch. Over and out. Oh, back to the farm in the rain. Let's go.